does the writing. He does the art. The guy is a talent.
So yeah, we're getting a new Batman White Knight book, which will be released this year. So that's going to be fun. Because this one that we read this week was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to more of them. Well, we read 2, right? I think the other one's part of the White Knight.
The Von Freeze was a one-shot, and the Batman Beyond White Knight is a 6-issue series, I believe.
Yeah, so yeah. It's going to be pretty fun. Next up, this one's pretty cool. DC's brand new Absolute Universe has skyrocketed to nearly 12 million units sold since 2024.
Wow.
Damn.
Great.
Glenn's back, everyone. Welcome back, Glenn. I think you got the wrong channel, though.
Wrong show.
Love to see you, Glenn. Thanks for being here, buddy. We missed you. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. The whole Absolute Batman universe skyrocketed to 12 million units sold since 2024.
I've been having trouble finding the volume 1 for Absolute Wonder Woman, the trade, just so I could read it. I find 2 everywhere I go, but I can't find 1.
I have 2 copies of 1. I'll send it to you.
Not you're talking about the trade, right?
Oh, no, I have like the comic itself.
Yeah, I got the comic. I'm trying to get the trade.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you, though, Danny. You're too damn nice.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I do. But yeah, we're getting another Absolute person added to the universe with Absolute Green Arrow, too, which is going to do pretty good, too, I think, hopefully. So maybe more after that. Who knows?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a Flash one till today.
It hasn't been good. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can't wait till they do Absolute like Justice League. That shit's gonna be off the hook.
Ooh,
I'm ready for it.
Justice League Dark.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready for all that. It's gonna be dope.
All right. Leaked information has revealed we are getting an Absolute Universe Pop figures.
What?
I thought Pop was going out of business, and
that's what I thought.
Getting more stuff.
Absolute Universe is about to save the Funko Pop company too.
Yeah, probably. I wonder how quick they're going to sell out. Like, I wonder if they're going to be able to keep up with the demand.
It's Pop. They make a crap ton.
Well, it'd be a good problem to have for them.
Yeah,
they can't keep them on shelves. It makes it limited, and that's going to be more demand.
Yeah. So I thought this was cool. I tried to find some like pictures of them, nothing yet, but as soon as I find them, I will be displaying them on here for you guys to see.
So we can look forward to seeing fake Pops, huh?
Well, no, they'll be real because I already put the news out.
You say so, Daddy. You say so.
I know. You're a tricky one.
Next up. So I actually have pictures for this. First look at the Absolute Robins for issue 20. Thoughts. So I actually have pictures. So here's the 2 pictures of Absolute Robins.
Pretty cool. I don't know why.
They're like Power Rangers.
Betamax.
Betamax.
Yeah.
It's like Power Rangers. Dope. I like it.
But yeah, I'm iffy on this, I guess.
Well, it's like they're hunting Batman. They're not Batman's friends. It seems like they're after him.
Well, yeah. Grimm. We saw the picture. Grimm had the R on his chest. So he obviously controls the Robins.
Yeah.
You don't think they combine, do you? Like Voltron?
Oh, I hope so.
Don't know.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, man.
Glenn says, are they doing Absolute with every character? I'm not sure.
They're gonna milk this for all it's worth. Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I would say yes to that question.
This is $1 billion. This is $1 billion idea, man.
Yep.
But it's funny because if you look at these 2 pictures, the first one, you got a medic Robin, like Robin who's a medic.
Yeah, okay.
You can see
Oh yeah.
plus sign on the one in the first picture.
He's in the second one too. He's just in the bottom left.
Yeah. So
they might
like,
all
I'm
have
trying
unique
to think,
little
like,
skills they do.
Yeah, so it's like, who's who?
And those three on the bottom, like, you think that's Duke with the yellow? You got Cassandra with the pink. Who would be green?
Well, Cassandra would be Stephanie Brown, right? Because there's no Cassandra, so it'd be Stephanie Brown, Duke, Tim, Dick, and I don't know who the other one would be.
The big one looks like it would be Tim, right?
Yeah, Tim or Dick.
Red Robin looking.
Oh God. Okay.
Don't make it weird, buddy.
There's
we had to talk about this.
But yeah, so these are cool. I think it's different, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm really not a big fan of it. Like Ivy. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these.
Okay,
we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
What do you like about Absolute Batman then?
I like Absolute Catwoman. I think they did her really good justice.
Yeah.
Freeze, Scarecrow, Penguin, Two-Face. They did them really good. I don't know. Ivy I can't get behind it. I just can't. And these Robins, I can't get behind them either. It's like they're Power Rangers.
I feel like you're just so excited for Scarecrow. Everything else doesn't matter.
What?
I think you're just so excited for Scarecrow that everything else doesn't matter.
I'm more excited for Two-Face, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to Two-Face. But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So next up, I got pictures for this one too. Absolute Batman will now be a miniature board game from Monolith.
Oh.
And it is, right here.
Oh.
And this is the figure of it too.
Wow.
What the hell am I looking at?
So this is the new board game that's coming out for Absolute Universe.
Oh.
This is fake.
This is real. This is real.
Holy crap. How much does this thing cost?
I don't know. I couldn't find a price yet. Mike showed me this and said,
"Is this like
go over this?"
Where you got to paint your own figures?
I think you can paint them if you want. I think they just come in all black or gray. Yeah. So it almost seems like it's like a level. Like you got to work your way up to the top to fight the boss.
Like a chess game. Something on like Bing Bang Theory or something like that.
Yeah, the 3D chess.
Yeah. Interesting.
Robert, I heard that they were going to do Absolute Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins.
But yeah, so I thought this is pretty cool. Talking Mike, who's regular on the show, showed me this, and I was like, yeah, we got to go over this because it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll
it
see.
Looks homemade, Collector P. All right, next up. Robert Patterson said Batman is the granddaddy of superheroes and the most relevant and important.
Of course he's going to say that. He's playing Batman. That's a no-brainer.
Right.
Yeah.
The granddaddy. What a dork.
The granddaddy of them all. But I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, he's going to say it because he's playing it. But even still, can't deny it. Batman is probably...
Oh, look what Robbie said.
It's kind of a 3-level chessboard on the 1966 Batman show. Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Robbie, our facts guy.
Calm down, Glenn. Calm down.
This first stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nobody cares.
Cool. Next up, Matt Fraction describes Batman's and the Joker's dynamic as akin to Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter.
Oh wow. What's up, Kevin? Will Graham
We
and
did
Hannibal
get
Lecter.
those vibes. Remember, we were talking about it.
Yeah, like that hello Clarice moment.
Yeah. I thought that was
That's
pretty
pretty
cool
nice.
that he compared the two.
Yeah.
So
that's where Matt Fraction's at, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice to know where a writer's head's at when they're throwing these ideas at you.
Yeah.
And then next up, Mr. Freeze emerges as top villain for Batman Part 2.
Oh, with Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
That's cool.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
what are you guys' thoughts on that one? I think that one's going to be pretty cool because I'm curious to see how they do him.
Yeah.
So Bobby Station. Yeah, that's exciting actually because Mr. Freeze is my favorite. So
yeah, one of mine too. So hopefully they don't do him like they did Arnold Schwarzenegger because that will just be brutal.
Yeah. No Disney show stuff this time.
Yeah, but I thought that was cool and good to know. What's going on, Bobby? Comics, what's going on to you?
Kevin,
next up, Andy Serkis will officially return as Alfred, and that is this guy right here.
Sweet.
Cool. I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
So he's
a
going to
good
be
director, writer, actor.
Yeah.
It's great.
Golem himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that. I think he was a really good Alfred. So
yeah,
he sounded really British too, so that was good.
Yeah.
I think he's like Australian or something though.
All right, here's some big news for you guys. Batman Legend hints he may call it quits, ending an era in comics, and we're talking about Greg Capullo.
What? Okay, wait a minute. You mean quit comics altogether?
Just his Batman stuff.
Oh,
I did hear that he was going to go back to Spawn and do a run with Todd. So they might be shutting everything down for his camp besides that.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too. Sharp is on Medieval Spawn right now. Bring back Capullo on main Spawn. Oh man.
Ooh.
So so it could be it's going to be a big loss for Batman, but we got new artists stepping up doing Batman like Jorge Jimenez and all of them. So they've been doing really justice for him. So Nick Dragotta, another one.
Yep.
Shoot, they're the Dragotta and Mora are the top two artists on that Comic Weekly top 10 list right now.
Yeah. So it'll be cool. But so I have a good update for you guys. Everyone in the chat, we want to say thank you to you guys. Everyone listening to Spotify, we want to say thank you to you guys. This is going to be the first that these guys heard of it. So, for Spotify, this week alone, it gets us and the boys to learn more about some of the older Batman stuff we might not know about. And all the pictures that you see from all these throwbacks are actually comics Robbie owns. So he takes pictures and actually sends it to us, and we put them on the screen so you guys can see the great comics that Robbie does own. So, definitely
never seen this before.
So, awesome. This is a classic Batman cover by the great Dick Sprang. Some consider him the greatest Golden Age Batman artist. This issue of Batman number 83, April 1954, is the only Batman book of this title that features a sport on the cover with stories like the duplicate Batman and the deep sea diver mystery. We also see Batman crash the Batplane into mountains and hurt himself badly. This is a desirable book for any Batman collector, especially a Golden Age collector. I hope you enjoy this one.
Yeah. I've never seen this before. Never seen this before. Dick Sprang, never newspaper.
Awesome book, Robbie. Thank you for sharing.
That's amazing. Amazing comic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, first ever sport cover with stories. So that was pretty cool
it's
too.
It's the only Batman book to feature sport on the cover. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bobby says he met with Mr. Spring.
Damn.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
And then
yeah,
Batmite loves it. But yeah, so thank you, Robbie. We do appreciate it, buddy. This is huge, and we love seeing what you come up with too, because you always pick the greatest stuff that kind of match the show too, which is funny because I don't tell him what we're doing for the show. He always finds a way to match it. Bowling for Robin.
Right.
Yeah.
You couldn't spare him.
This is Callie's pick.
This
the world of Batman White Knight expands.
Never read this before.
With this standalone tale, on the night of Bruce Wayne's traumatic birth, Victor Fries must intervene to save the lives of Martha Wayne and the future Batman. As the evening unfolds, Victor distracts Thomas with the incredible tale of his own father figures, one a Nazi and the other a Jew, and their complex connection to Wayne Laboratories. So, Callie, you got the floor.
So I chose this book because when I read it originally, I was amazed because, nobody writes good Victor Fries stories. And this one, I know this is the White Knight series, so it's an Elseworlds book, but this is incredible. I love this book, and I'm glad that I got to share it with you guys. Paul, you said you never read it. Dan, you never read this one either?
No, I've never read this one either.
And the great thing about this one is you don't need to know anything about the White Knight series to read it. So it's a one shot. It's a little long. I think it's 38 pages or something like that.
Yeah,
but
38, I think it was.
Really quickly. So I suggest the chat pick it up, definitely. You could probably find it in a dollar bin, to be honest. But we start out with Victor Fries. I cut out the panels before this because just for the show, but it shows a Nazi gentleman holding a gun that had just been fired. And the next panel, we get a gentleman laying in the snow, handing a baby off to a young Victor Fries, saying to look after the child. And then we cut to this where Victor Fries is, in his, mid-30s, I would say. And he's just staring at a picture of his father and reminiscing because right now he is carrying on his father's work. His father did cryogenic work for the Nazis, and he's continuing that work for the Wayne Foundation. So the Waynes are there. I'm not sure why. I think that they're just there to check on stuff. And Martha goes into labor, and all hell doesn't really break loose. It's kind of just the build up for the comic to kind of get you excited, you're like, oh, Batman's about to be born, but they don't really go into that too much. What we get more of is Victor Fries's story, because there's not really a lot, and we get a ton in this, which is awesome.
Paul? Oh, yeah, go ahead, Cal.
I was just say how you guys feel about these opening panels.
Paul?
Well, I was kind of confused because he looks just like his dad. So when I first saw it, I go, oh, shit, Victor von Fries was a Nazi? But then you find out that's his dad. And then you read, this was a well-written story. I never read this before. I read it from the front to back. I didn't take any breaks in between. I just read it straight through, and I was like, wow, it's actually one of my favorite reads of the week. I didn't pick this. Callie picked this. I didn't even pick mine. I was like, oh, this is way better read.
Hey, you know what?
I'll tell you
why later.
Pick mine
either.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this was a really good read. I usually don't like Nazi stuff. Every time I see Nazi stuff, it turns me off, but it was a well-written story, and there's a payoff at the end, so it was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely cut out all the Hitler pictures and stuff like that, all the flags and stuff, dude. That's just no need for that on the show. Like, we could just say it.
As a Mr. Freeze fan, I really enjoyed this.
Sweet.
Like,
hell yeah.
It's hard to hook me. Like, you have to hook me at the very beginning for me to continue on. Like Sirens, I couldn't finish the last 4 pages.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you. I told Callie this, like, Callie, I could not finish the last 4 pages. I ended it right there. So I don't even know what happened at the end because I couldn't even read it.
Yeah, he
But
can't read
this
it.
one, this one hooked me right from the get-go, like right from the opening word right to the end word. I was hooked. I could not put this one down. I was reading it. I was like looking at the pictures. Like I'd read it and then I'd take a minute and look at all the pictures and the art because art really
Right.
stood out to me in this. Same with the story and learning Mr. Freeze's history, even though it might not be his real history, it could be just this storyline history, was really cool. And knowing how close he was to Martha and Thomas Wayne kind of threw an even more loop in there. Like, so he does know Batman. He was there when Batman was born. So there's more to that story than what you know, too. But like the first opening panels were amazing. And like how he drops everything to kind of calm Thomas Wayne down. Like Thomas Wayne, like, I'm a doctor, like I can do it. And Freeze, like, you haven't been a doctor for so long. You can't do this. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right there you see his hand shaking as he's going to cut his own wife. Like, yeah, I'm passing that scalpel too, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, and then Freeze is like, we can do this, but let me do it my way, like with cryogenics and everything. Like, let me help her. And Thomas Wayne, a little bit hesitant, like, no, like, it's my wife. I don't want the baby to be hurt. I don't want the wife. And Freeze is like assuring him, like, hey, it's going to be okay. Let me do it. This is what you hired me for. You hired me for these type of things. But yeah, and then you get the next panels here, and I'll let Callie talk a little bit more about them.
Yeah, they stabilize Martha and they go upstairs to the like break area, I guess, and they're just sitting down having a coffee and talking. And Thomas asked Victor, he's like, I don't really know much about your dad. Why don't we talk about your dad? And so Victor just starts going off, telling him about how his dad, I can't remember this gentleman's name. Do you guys remember his name?
His dad?
Partner,
No,
his
no.
partner,
Yeah,
his
dad's
partner, the other scientist.
Yeah.
I just read it, but no.
But they
someone in
I'm
the
trying to find
chat
his
might
name.
know. Anybody in the chat know who their names are?
I got the book right here.
Okay, Callie's got the book.
Damn it. Jacob. All right. So yeah, so Jacob is Victor's dad's like scientist partner, whatever you want to call him. Like they both are looking into cryogenics, and they live in Germany together while the Nazis are starting to like do all their crap and starting to kick people out of the country and starting to kill people. And you can see here they wrote on their business like Jude and put the Star of David and stuff, like they're trying to run them out. But Victor's dad and Jacob are really good friends, and so they stick together. But one time Victor's trying to impress his father, and he comes in the lab and he messes something up, and his dad ends up hitting him, striking him in the face. And Victor takes off running, and the one to comfort him is Jacob. And Jacob is more of that loving father that Victor needed than his own dad was. And his dad actually becomes jealous of that, which is quite horrible, to read. Seeing a man become jealous of another man over the relationship the son has with him just because he can love him in a way you can't. That's kind of ridiculous to me. Like, come on, dude. But that's besides the point. But when he hit him, I was kind of like, damn, dude, I thought maybe he was going to be a good guy. And then it just went all downhill from there.
Yeah. Paul?
Well, the thing is that, during that time, there was that unrest, how there's that anti-Semitism where, all the Nazis, they start getting into power. But the two guys, Jacob and Mr. Freeze's dad, they still have their friendship and they still have work to be done. So as far as scientists, they want to continue their work, even though all this stuff's happening in their country. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that, why didn't his dad like step up? But I don't know. Some guys are not like that, you know what I mean? So, and yeah, how Victor ended up, like that guy Jacob, the partner, ended up being more of a father figure. So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was really good, really well told. Like, it didn't take very many panels to tell this story. It took 2, maybe 3 at the most, to really tell this little story about Victor and his father and Jacob. Well, what I thought was cool was we find out in the book that Jacob didn't really like kids. He was not a kid person from his
Yeah,
wife.
he didn't
And
want to have kids either.
yeah, and Victor changed all that just by running to Jacob and confiding in him. And that makes for interesting when we get further into the story as we see what this relevance is with this girl that's
Yeah.
Victor's lab assistant, which I thought was pretty cool because I never seen that twist coming at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good little reveal.
Yeah, so but yeah, but to the middle panel where we were talking about how Bruce asked Victor because Thomas knew Victor's father. So he said, "How's your father?" And then Victor's like, "I don't really like talking about that. You know this, but I will for this point because you're going through something and we need to calm you down. And this is what's going to help calm you down." Then we get the story of Victor's childhood.
Mm.
But yeah, so next part here, Callie.
So that jealousy of Victor's father for Jacob drives him to accept Himmler's offer on designing weapons with their cryogenic stuff, and so they make him an officer in the Nazi party, army, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, but they end up getting this little secret laboratory, and Victor's dad tricks Jacob and everyone into going there because he tells them, "Hey, I can keep it a secret and we can continue our research and I'll keep you safe." And when they get there, they find out that they're experimenting on people, and Jacob and his family are going to be experimented on now. And that last panel there on the bottom, you get the first sighting of the freeze gun, which is kind of cool. Victor's dad standing there with the freeze gun. I thought that was kind of rad.
Yeah. Paul?
Well, how before when they were doing all their testing, when they were doing the cryogenics, they were doing it to help people, to cure people. But when the father started working with the Nazis were like, "Nah, man, we're gonna make that into a weapon." And the thing is horrible is that this panel right here on the right, where you got like people in bed and you got like this pool where people are like getting frozen and people in these chambers. And then if you go look all the way in the back, you can see a scientist pushing like a cart full of like dead bodies. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
There's like storage, like cold storage all over, people inside of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's wild. That's just oof.
Yeah, the art in this one really told the story too. I kind of really didn't need the story to be told because the art really did a great job of telling the story too, with the panels and the facial expressions and everything too. So I thought this was really good. It's like Victor's father made a deal with the devil and he could not undo it.
Yeah.
Definitely made a deal.
That's
with the
what
devil.
I got from it, from that first panel there. It's like, this is a deal. Like, your friend, either get him on board or he's done.
Yeah.
They gave him the option. But yeah, and then we go on to this part here.
And Jacob, when he finds out that they're going to be experimented on, he, rounds everybody up and they make a break for it. And the Nazis, of course, track them all down. And Victor's dad, he tries to keep Jacob from getting injured, but this young officer ends up shooting Jacob when they struggle for the weapon. And I'm not sure why I got so many panels for that, but it's a pretty rough scene because these people are basically running for their lives, and they're hunting them down like dogs, man. It's pretty cruel and terrible, to be honest. And he's got a baby in his arms.
Yeah. Paul?
Pretty much Callie said. I don't got anything more to say. It's a crazy scene. And yeah.
The one panel that we're missing is Jacob's telling his family, like, we gotta leave, and we gotta leave now. And his wife's convincing him, no, we gotta stay. Like, you have an infant who can't survive this cold. But he's like, no, we gotta leave, because if we don't leave, things worse are gonna happen. And then Freeze is like to his son, to Victor, he's like, you're not going anywhere. But Jacob whispers in Victor's ear, get your stuff and meet me by the door. Meet me by the back door. You're coming with us. You're part of this family.
Not going to let these monsters raise you.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool because that's where he trusted more of Jacob than his own father because he spent more with Jacob. Jacob seemed to be the guy who raised him. Bobby.
Is that a thing? What is that?
I don't know. But yes, and then we see that one cop kill. Well, I don't know. He shot him, but I don't think Jacob died. Did he?
He's dying.
There is no definitive. Yeah, there's no definitive he died or whatever, but it's presumed that he's going to die from that shot. Because at the beginning of the story, you see the Nazi with the smoking gun, and then you see Jacob holding the baby out to Victor, telling him to take care of her. And here we find out the baby's name is Nora, and Jacob says, take care of Nora, like take care of her like she's your own. And Victor's dad, I guess he went for a little bit of vengeance for his friend Jacob, I guess, which was a little bit of retribution for him, but it doesn't make up for anything. Like, he's still the reason for it all.
Yeah.
But it was cool how he busts out the freeze gun and just starts shooting people, freezing them.
It almost felt like Victor's father felt guilty that he couldn't be the father figure that Jacob was to his son. And he's like, maybe this is something I can do to kind of help give him a better life than what I could have given him.
Okay.
That's how I kind of saw it through my eyes.
Get back a little bit of dignity or something.
Yeah.
Well,
but he's pretty brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too, because like he kind of wanted to be like, because he was telling that that German officer, I'll take care of it, and the German officer like, no, we're gonna load him on the truck. And then when his scientist partner, his friend, gets killed, he's thinking, oh well, I gotta fix this. Things are getting more out of hand where this is not what I wanted to happen. Because I think deep down, he's not the worst guy, but his decision making was off. I mean, he should have never had Jacob and the family go into this place that was kind of like a prison. And they're doing like these horrible testing. But the scene on the right, when he freezes everybody, they're not dead. They're actually still alive. I don't know what the next slide is. Yeah, there you go. Dude, he kills each guy that's frozen, each Nazi dude that's frozen is not dead. he just goes around with a gun, just killing all of them. I thought that was like, holy crap!
Right in front of Victor too.
Yeah. Yep.
But then
Yeah,
he lets Victor go with Jacob's family. He doesn't stop him from leaving with them, which was kind of, I don't know, like
yeah.
a little odd
Well,
too, right?
Didn't he, if I read right, didn't Victor's father go with them? And then when they got to the France border, Victor's father was held until they could think or release him as that he wasn't
Did he drove him, right? He drove the truck.
he wasn't like I don't know the word for it, like a spy or anything.
Oh.
Because they held him for years.
Yeah, it says using his
East.
connections, the Baron managed to get the Smithsteins to France.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we get to the last panel here where Victor's told his story and Thomas Wayne everything. Then the scientist runs in.
And her name's Nora.
Yeah.
His lab assistant is Nora, the baby from earlier, which is ironic because earlier in the story, the only person who has any qualms about doing this cryogenic program was Nora. And we don't know that she has a personal connection to it until just now, which was a really good little twist, to be honest, because at first you're like, oh, she's just a, goody. I don't want to do this stuff because bad people did it. But then you find out it actually affected her life in a major way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was, and then we get to the last panel here where Wayne gives Freeze his watch saying, I want you to have this as like a token or as an heirloom or something. I can't remember. But maybe
Wayne gave Freeze the watch as a thank you, and then Freeze ends up giving it to Bruce, and Bruce cried like a little baby about it.
In the Batman suit, out of all things, he cried in the Batman suit.
Right, it came out the suit. It didn't even like go inside of it or nothing.
I thought this is really cool because then that last panel, Bruce is born with Victor delivering him, and then we see Victor knowing it's Bruce as Batman too.
Yeah, and one panel that I cut out, Bruce is walking by the lab and he says something to the lab assistant, and Nora says, okay, good to see you, Bruce. And he says, oh, good to see you, Nora. So she knows that he's Bruce Wayne. Like Victor knows obviously that he's Bruce Wayne. Like it's kind of an odd thing to wrap your head around, that they know who he is.
Video, so we'll pop that up here for you guys.
All right, Paul, let's try to guess the winner. Okay. We just read that. That's too bad. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, Superman. Hey, how do you guys pick the winner? That is I don't know how you guys do it every week, because I don't know who's picking the winner, but they always have a tough job.
We don't. I send it off to a guest picker who picks it every week.
Yeah.
And he
Assistant
says
won
it's
last
harder
week,
and
right?
harder each week. But
Yeah, no, the submissions are amazing.
do you guys have a thing who you think it might be?
I think it's e-comics.
E-comics?
Yeah, that Joker.
Oh, you got an idea?
Dude, I know it's not an expensive book, but I like what Pops sent in. The one with Joker with the hat and the Tommy. Is it a Tommy gun?
The Death in the Family.
So
Yeah, that's such a classic, such an underrated cover.
So are you ready? The big reveal for our community show this week goes to Robert Pop Springs for this week's community show. Batman number 51.
Great
Congratulations, Robert.
Wow.
Appreciate it, buddy. Sending in the covers. Robert sends them to me by email, so I have to add them in, but appreciate it. And congratulations to Robert for the community cover shout out.
Nice.
Awesome job, Robert. You finally made it this week or this month. Says thank you. Dave clapping.
I didn't know that yours was picked. I just know that I love that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So great. Bobby cheers. All right. So here's a quote of the night. I thought I found an opponent to match wits with, but you're just another lunatic in a costume. Beware the Batman.
Did Joker say that to Batman?
I'm guessing so.
He called Batman a lunatic.
Well, I guess he could be if you think about it. But yeah, so appreciate everyone sticking around for the slides. We appreciate it. But now it's show and tell. What's going on, everyone? Here is a preview for the upcoming episode 24. Here's the books that we are going to be covering in episode 24. So first off, we're doing Absolute Batman number 19. Poison Ivy proved to be just one of the many horrors within the bowels of Arkham's facility. And as Joker sets his sights on Absolute Batman, he decides to enlist the help of one of the center's most terrifying doctors, Dr. Jonathan Crane. While Bruce Wayne tries to align himself with Barbara Gordon, there's more than one alliance formed in this issue. The new debuts of new villains, new arc starts here. So we're going to be covering Absolute Batman number 19, so you're not going to want to miss that. And also we'll be covering Nightwing number 137. Haunted by a deadly highway collision, Nightwing restlessly hunts for clues in the ghost stories of Bloodhaven. When a deadly standoff besieges Bloodhaven's bridge, Dick Grayson might not be in the best state of mind to tackle it. Luckily, the world's greatest detective has come calling. So that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know who the world's greatest detective is. Maybe Batman, maybe someone else. We don't know. But you're going to definitely want to watch this show to see what we find out and learn. Also, we'll be covering Batwoman number 2. Batwoman engages the enemy, drawing Master Slay and his acolytes on to the field. But can her father, Jacob Kane, reach her before the streets of Petalon become a kill zone? This has been one of my favorite reads so far by Greg Rucka, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the guys think of this one as well. Also, we'll be doing Deathstroke, the Terminator number 2. Someone's taken everything from Deathstroke, and hell have no fury like an assassin scorn. He's on the road to find a mysterious client, but it won't be easy. He's lost his money, his resources, his family, and his best friend and moral compass. What happens when the world's most terrifying assassin has nothing left to lose? You're going to have to find out that in episode 24 of Gotham City Lights Podcast. Also, we'll be doing everyone's favorite book on the show right now, Catwoman number 86. He's big, he's bad, and he's madder than ever before. With Selina back in Gotham, Black Mass sets his sights on Catwoman, and he's not playing for keeps. But he's not alone. Who is his mysterious benefactor, and how could they possibly hate Catwoman even more than her self-proclaimed arch nemesis. This has been one of my favorite thrill rides. I've been enjoying this. I can't wait to tackle this one. Also coming up, we have Detective Comics 1108. The dynamic trio Batman, Green Arrow, and Black Canary continue their investigation into the secretive family at the center of strange conspiracy. But the deeper they dig, the larger conspiracy becomes, and they soon realize the implications may be tied to their own shared history. The first issue didn't start us off really well, but it is Tom Taylor, so who knows? This issue could be a little bit more better. Next up, we got Harley Quinn number 61, Quite Sane in the Membrane. Okay, so I may have left a little something out of that last description. I ain't the only Quinn in town these days. You see, my rational, non-fun-loving brain parts have taken my body of their own, and she's claiming my doctorative has her own. You can't do that. I created Facebook. What do you mean she's wired in? This is a real Dr. Jackass and Miss Hyde situation, except we both got so tired of each other that we moved out and got our own bodies. So can't wait to see this. And this is a spectacle because this is Harley's first Quinn Bat and her new suit. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. But yeah, so that is what we will be reading on episode 24. Hope you guys can join us for that episode. And also, we'll be having 2 guests with us this week, or that week. We're going to be having Boston Chris and Mike, Kelly's LCS owner. So it's going to be pretty fun. So hope you guys join us on the next one. Until then, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this recap and preview. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you get notified of all the other great videos. And check us out on IG and on Spotify. The links will be in the description. Until then, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you soon on Gotham City Lights Podcast, Friday nights, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Till then, see you soon, guys. Have a great one. Later.
I never said thank you.